With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays,
boom. Just need one more dub. How come everyone keeps talking about my voice? I've been getting that all day today. What happened to your voice, Roro? Yes.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
What's up, Bacon Spoon?
Two of the more fervent fan bases around. The Cowboys and the Raiders are underway. Shreds the tackle, and he goes out of bounds just shy of the 40, right around the 39.
12.
So solid starting field position.
It's probably like 4.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Let him know, let him know. Check three. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this.
Stewart throwing to start the drive. It's caught by Jackson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick 1st down.
I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Now a pass hauled in downfield, and they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A very solid gain of 27. Opening minute, and already a trip to the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Now a give right side. It's Jackson. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Let's go deep, tighten up.
Now a give right side. It's Jackson. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That's now consecutive 5-yard carries to pick up the 1st down.
I know flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them, that attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game. And I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield. Picked it up on the ground.
Yeah,
and this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Randy Moss There to make the grab, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Kai Forbath on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. This will be taken short. And this does not end well, as he's going to be out of bounds here at his own 5-yard line.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And, oh, that is going to be a safety. So troubles here offensively. I tell you, the noise in this dome, that has got to make it harder for these guys to hear.
Sometimes I find myself shouting up here. But you're right. If you can't communicate well or get off the snap count properly, it can cause big problems. And this qualifies as a big problem.
Taking it about the 16.
Now, that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week.
To throw is Stewart on first down. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Randy Moss.
I didn't know you was gonna sneeze. Calm down. I don't know. I thought I sound the same.
Thank you.
Thank you. I got 5 games left to get this 13th win.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of
We're
time
gonna watch
without a top
Bo
flight
Jackson
quarterback.
go
The way
off.
the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Now the big leg of Matt Prater ready to get this one started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, Cunningham. And a big loss here as he's taken down. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long.
Jay Rizzi really thinks he might have done something.
Now Cunningham. And going deep for Hill. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Wow.
So that one will be accepted.
Cam Newton's better than Randall Cunningham? Alright, we're going to hit Tyreek Hill in the face again. I think Cunningham can make
An
it.
incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come
I
up with
believe in
something
Randall
here on
Cunningham.
3rd down. Now Cunningham.
Come on, Tyreek Hill.
Over the middle, complete. That's Holt. And they're going to get
Cunningham's not that bad.
40 before he's taken down. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What, does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
Aaron's favorite quarterback is Cam Newton, but don't tell him I said that.
So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
Well, it certainly appears that in this game, someone has decided they're going to open up their playbook. First quarter, and we see that play. I like their style.
Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Noah's favorite quarterback is Justin Herbert.
Here as they look to stop him on 3rd down. Out of the gun here, it's Cunningham. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Desmond Trufant with a sack. The corner blitz hits home. And we say it all the time, have to be able to
That's
get
what
rid
I'm
of the ball
saying.
sooner than that.
I know he likes Cam Newton. He's hoping he was going to the Chargers.
Protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to
But they
throw
got
the ball,
Justin
they're doing a really
Herbert.
nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
53. Check 53. Hey, check 24. Check 24. Jump.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike 53. Me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you. Hatchet. Check 3. Shit. Hey. Buzz. Be ready.
It's a second down run with Sanders. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
A first carry now for Adrian Peterson. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 4th down. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're going to try and throw.
Ooh. Let's go.
Intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick.
Like that pick 6 Slane burst?
Takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play.
That Darius Slay has been a beast.
We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
It's a short
I
kick
agree.
taken out beyond the 20. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
Man, I got you. Motion. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53.
After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. Complete. It's Johnson. A gain of 6 there on first. Good throw there to start this second possession. Maybe help erase the memory of the interception he threw first possession.
Yeah, I think a lot of the time now there's a communication between the head coach, offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach. All right, we're going to get him settled. It's not easy after you've thrown a pick 6. You might want to just run the football, but I think in most cases you want to give him easy throws that he's comfortable with to get him going again. And it's not necessarily just throwing one or 2 yards. What throws does he like to make? Give him a couple of those and get him going.
Definitely looked like one he was comfortable with on the last throw.
Oh no, my controller.
Hey, switch gears. He's coming. Double up. Slam. Go. Motion.
Great Roro with the dead controller.
2nd and 4.
Oh, my controller died again.
He's going to look deep for more.
Almost got a pick with a dead controller.
It falls incomplete. Herman Moore is the man he was looking for. And it's 3rd and 4.
They're all dead.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter.
Great.
A lot of time to change things.
53 is the
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
This is not good.
Going for it with Sanders. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll drop the throw.
Oh, come on, Bowman.
Terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
You got 2 hands. Don't just use one.
There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
On 2nd down, it's Sanders. And they're way past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Completed here, Marvin Jones. Went all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Marvin Jones, 41 yards, as they are now on the board here in the 1st half.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty.
Wow, that should have been a pick
when it's
six.
done like that
Or a
for a
pick.
touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball.
Look at Randall Cunningham.
Caught inside the 20. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. A big play that time for the Raiders. 63 yards.
Randall Cunningham throws dots.
Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. They'll run now with Bo Jackson. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 9-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
You really don't like Randall Cunningham.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this 1st half of play from our studios in Orlando. So we got 3 of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They'll run here with Bo.
Bo Jackson.
Touchdown, Raiders.
About to get it.
An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders have taken the lead.
That's golden
Looks to
ticket,
try
Bo
to end the
Jackson.
PAT.
Could not block that one any better. Everyone was accounted for, and a great surge by the offensive line.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10.
Check. Whip. Watch the whip. Watch the twist. Switch. Kill. Go.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He finds his man Johnson. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Got a good block in there.
Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Set. Spot. No. Kick. Hey, turn it out. Go.
On 2nd down now, it's Sanders. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop.
Don't tell me he's going to do the same play 3 times in a row.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders.
Wow.
And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for 1st down. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. From the 32.
4 times in a row?
1st and 10.
Big ass. Jim.
Uh-oh. 4 times in a row?
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And another tackle broken. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A great play there. 32 yards. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
After nearly 30 minutes of football, that touchdown puts us in a position where if they make
All right,
the extra
35
point,
seconds.
we're right back to even.
Will it
before we start
be
the second
no
half.
points, a field goal, or a touchdown?
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Still got 3 timeouts.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
I see the blitz coming. You know you're going to send him. So,
Cunningham. Dancing to his... Now Cunningham has the ball knocked down.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because This is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moving away from him.
Go ahead and go into the third quarter.
The teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Cunningham looking to throw. Flush to his right. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
3 seconds left.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th.
Let's go, baby. Turn up. Get that ball. Get that ball. 25. Check 25. Check 25. Check 43. Check. Fresno. Watch the edge.
The final shot before break. Cunningham. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And it's a short kick taken out. Now a hit and a loose football. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year.
Hit him so hard, the connection's messing up.
Here, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him.
Yeah, Randall Cunningham isn't doing all that good. My connection. Your opponent's issues. Oh, here we go. Whose connection was it? Do I get 13 wins? Or do I take a big L? Oh, we got 13. Let's go. "13 wins with Randall Cunningham." Woo! Alright, Flameburst, I will be on later. GG's.